The Institute Latihan Perhutanan, or FORTRAIN, is Malaysia's primary forestry training institution under the Jabatan Perhutanan Semenanjung Malaysia, JPSM. It develops the skills of forest rangers, enforcement officers, and conservation personnel nationwide, supporting forest management, biodiversity protection, and sustainable resource governance. As environmental pressures intensify, the role of rangers has evolved. Beyond forest custodianship, they now confront wildlife poaching, illegal logging, climate-related disasters, and unmanaged ecotourism, demanding training environments that extend beyond conventional classrooms. Forestry training in Malaysia faces several limitations. Training is largely centered in secondary forest environments, with limited exposure to primary rainforest systems, lake ecologies, and wildlife corridors. Public engagement remains minimal, with few platforms connecting conservation science, tourism, and environmental education. Training facilities are predominantly classroom-based, with limited field simulation and applied wilderness training, resulting in weak preparation for enforcement, ecotourism, and biodiversity management. The Wildlife Conservation Society Malaysia estimates that at least 5,000 rangers are needed to adequately patrol habitats in peninsular Malaysia. In response, the government is expanding ranger recruitment, prioritizing orang asli communities and strengthening community ranger programs. It is within this context that the Royal Belum FORTRAIN and Gallery is proposed, a strategic extension of the national FORTRAIN system, integrating professional ranger training with public environmental education. Located within Royal Belum State Park, one of the world's oldest and most biodiverse tropical rainforests, the project functions as a conservation and education node, supporting training, research, and responsible public engagement within a high biodiversity landscape. The primary client is Perbadanan Taman Negeri Perak, PTNP, with land authority under Perbadanan Kemajuan Negeri Perak, PKNP. The strategic training partner is FORTRAIN, supported by JPSM, Perhilatan, Orang Asli communities, and academic, conservation partners and government agencies. The project integrates two complementary typologies. A field-based forestry ranger training institute, comprising training and simulation facilities, applied research spaces, ranger accommodation, and patrol support infrastructure. And an eco-interpretive gallery and environmental education hub, offering public exhibitions, guided interpretation platforms, and a responsible entry point for ecotourism. The design concept, Living Forest, Living Knowledge, the Canopy Classroom, reimagines architecture as a learning extension of the rainforest. Guided by the Orang Asli worldview, the building is embedded into the hillside and elevated above the forest floor to minimize disturbance. Inspired by the forest's vertical layering, it forms a canopy-based learning landscape, where architecture, knowledge, and nature coexist. Material strategies prioritize durability and low environmental impact, combining exposed concrete, engineered timber, rammed earth, timber egg crate louvers, stone/timber decking, low E-glass, wooden cladding, and so on. The project aligns with SDG 4, 11, 13, 15, and 17, supporting education, sustainable communities, climate action, biodiversity protection, and multi-agency partnerships. Ultimately, the Royal Belum FORTRAIN and Gallery strengthens Malaysia's ranger workforce, enhances public environmental awareness, and positions Royal Belum as a national model for a field-based conservation training, demonstrating how architecture can become a powerful tool for stewardship.